Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show. And we will begin within a few seconds. Gotta have my soda, gotta light a cigarette, and we are on the road to somewhere. Having fun yet? I am. All right, let me start off with this. I have had it with these new wimpy goldfish guys, you name it, supposedly PUA masters, dating, whatever you want to call them. They honestly are getting on my nerves, okay? It's very rare to happen, but it's happening because they are preaching the politically correct agenda that basically men suck, all right? No, you're a man. Be glad you were born that way. You're a woman, same deal. But don't try to mix men and women and men. And I've been getting a lot of flack, which I want to talk to as soon as a few more viewers pop on, about my new webinar coming up. And I want to talk about that in a few minutes, but right now, people come on a little late. And it's just a little out of hand with this whole thing they call seduction community. I have other words for it, and I'm sure you guys will send some comments on that. But they really have effeminized or feminized this country. Other countries as well. I mean, I get more girls calling me, not for dates or anything like that. No, they get a few of those here and there. But to tell me about, guess what I heard today? Let me guess. The Voice, you got it. They're hearing it now, and they can't stand it. And yeah, we're getting a lot of views here. So I have this webinar coming up tomorrow at GaryBrodsky.com, webinars, on the techniques of Charles Manson. Now you want to talk about going the non-politically correct way, a way that works, a way that's powerful, and a way that gets results. Well, in the last 100 years, because they didn't start counting before that, he had picked up more women willing to do anything he wanted to any time he asked. Now, I've studied him. I've had some interviews. And what did I get? Sign-ups? Not yet, I'll be honest. But tons of emails. Because they know I know. And the emails were, if you put this show out, I have one like that. I can't read off of this thing, it's too long. We're going to go to the Defense of Women's Act. We're going to sue you because it's mind manipulation, it's mind control. That's exactly what it is. I'm telling you the truth right now. And I have never gotten such a negative reaction to something, to any of my webinars like I did this one. And I think it's great because it shows that, you know, all these wimpy guys, and I didn't get one from a woman. One woman says, I got to be there. I got to be there. But all from guys saying, no, you can't teach men how to get women to do anything. Women have to, you know, just this whole new politically correct, feminized agenda. And if I violate that, oh, I'm going to have some lawyer on my ass. Something new, right? Yeah, not for me. So I'm sort of the outcast of this whole community. First of all, I smoke. And I actually get laid. So right there, we got a big, you know, difference. But the techniques of Manson, yeah, he was the best. Today, and every day for the last 40, 50 years, he gets about 2 million pieces of mail a month of women of all ages. wanting him. Why? What was his power? What was his mystery? Well, I've been studying this since the 70s. I know the answers. And they are so easy to apply. Now, just playing devil's advocate for a second. If you put Manson up against the goldfish guy, who do you think is going to win? Oh, it's a tough one there, isn't it? Real tough one there. But the reaction I'm getting from people that are not even on my mailing list saying, how could you do this? How can you do this? Because they know it works. Otherwise, they couldn't care less. And a lot of my stuff is being blasted and knocked. And they're all on sale. All the audios, GaryBrodsky.com audios, are being knocked by a lot of guys out there, the feminized guys, because they work. It's like, how could you do this to women? Well, the idea is to get women. The techniques are not by being a goddamn pussy. And they don't like that these days. They don't like it. And they mean to try to stop it. But you know me, it ain't gonna work on me. So check it out at GaryBrodsky.com webinars if you want the real deal, if you want to employ it. Now let's talk about Charles Manson for a second. 5'2", 116 pounds. Not a good-looking man, not an educated man. In fact, if you had to put the worst odds against it. But he knew something from growing up on the street. He knew how the human mind worked. And he used that to survive. I'm not going to make any judgments about him here. I'm just saying his techniques worked. That would be like me teaching you how to punch like George Foreman, which I can't do. I didn't study George Foreman. The technique works. How you apply it, that's your own business. But when I have techniques that work, and I'm getting an email every hour, more than that. I got 17 in like a very short time. My phone, forget it, they don't stop. You better not put that out with that fucking voice. If a guy said to me, hey, listen, that's a little over the top there, I would actually listen. But no, they all have that feminized voice. Like it's a crime to show guys techniques that are really, really powerful. Instead of show a magic trick. So it's just a bit astounding that, first of all, not everybody's signing up for that. Second of all, that so many people have such a visceral reaction to the fact that, hey, here's a guy going to teach something that really works and has shown you can get women to do anything by a guy who had nothing. And that's all I have to say about that webinar. And if you watch this rebroadcast, I will probably post it on my website, GaryBrodsky.com. It will be recorded. And I'm not going to get into any of the techniques here because it's very atypical of a lot of techniques that are on my other audios. Because we're not talking about picking up, we're not talking about seducing. We're talking about total control here. And that's, other guys say, total control. How? By being an asshole. No. This guy knew his stuff, and I will be only talking about his stuff and analyzing it. Because all the girls that followed him, they were treasures of their school, cheerleaders, successful, at that time, I guess, businesswomen. The whole world was flying in to see this guy who basically really just knew how to play the mind so well. And if you're going to learn from people who know. My stuff is hardcore, not softcore. Well, do you like me or do you think I like you? No, it's not that kind of bullshit. And if you go on my Facebook, you'll see people posting up all the time, hey, Gary, your stuff has gotten me tons of girls. One guy, Bob, he's out there. How you doing, Bob? He's like overweight. He knows it. I mean, obviously. He slept with 60 different women in 100 days. He came out here for a 6-hour consultation and went home and immediately, one right after the other, after the other, after the other, because the stuff on GaryBrodsky.com works. The other guy's stuff, I never hear results. Oh, I hear all sorts of, insults about me posted up everywhere. I'm a beast. Mind manipulator. Um, Women beware of this guy. Yeah, it's because it works. When you're not catching flack, you ain't over the target. Let's see. I'm sure I'm getting some emails here. Too many emails. Hey, how you doing, gentlemen? Wow. Chris. Hi, Chris. Good evening, Dr. Brodsky. With respect to the dating guru jerk-offs, that's like a tongue twister right there, they all have another thing in common that you don't. Okay, let me just write that again. Let me read that again. They all have another thing in common that they don't. I finished listening to the Bad Boy Makeover. Unlike what you teach, the dating gurus miss one important thing about dealing with women. Respect. Chris. Thank you. It's true. I love women, and that is a very big part of it. They don't respect themselves, and all that stuff is all built to have no respect for self, no respect for women, and Mr. X. That's a scary one. Okay, Mr. X. Get that one. Gary, please help us take down this guy's blog. Thank you so much. Wow, it's a lady. Melissa, can I say thank you? I appreciate that. Can you please send me the email? Because once I read them here, they disappear. So, thank you. See, I back guys up. I help guys. Guys get into happy relationships, and that's bad, okay? Instead, the other guys want you to be some sort of kicking post, whipping post. Basically, a lot of the things that are really perverted, too. They preach sodomy and all sorts of other stuff. It's just, I think a man and a woman should be happy together. And a man has got to be alpha and not give a woman complete control for a woman to be happy. That's a fact. The leading cause of divorce, and this has been researched, is guys let women get away with too much. That's a fact. We'll get into more of that later. Can you use a tin pot or an iron pot to use? I use a clay pot to burn salt in, because it doesn't get hot and you go, whoa, that was hot. That happens. All right, we got some good stuff coming here. Gary, was Atlantis on Mars or was it on Earth? I heard Atlantis was destroyed by Noah's flood. I heard that too. And let me talk about Noah for a second. First, I must have some soda, but no music, so don't worry about it. Very quick sip of soda here. I went to seminary school for 4 years and did study the Bible. It's like people, wow, you're a minister? Yes, I am. And what's really easy about it is you don't have to study one book, but it's one hell of a book. Excuse the language. Noah did not carry the animals, in my opinion, in a big giant ship. He carried the DNA. Now, if you just think about this for a second, okay, I know this is way off topic. I was out upstate New York, and me and my brother went on a hunting trip. I'm glad I came back, okay? But that aside, what did we find in the middle of nowhere? A lake that had not been touched. We had fishing rods with us. We threw it in pickerel, sunfish, catfish. In every lake everywhere, the same thing. It just doesn't happen by accident. I know the atheists are having fun with that. Oh, yes, it does happen by accident. Really? Should we have like different fish in different lakes? Because just, no. So I believe it was the DNA that was carried by Noah. And Atlantis is something, until I study it more and know about it, I really will not guess answers. Joel, good to see you again. How you doing? Hey Gary, how are you? I've seen a great improvement in my financial prospects thanks to your teachings. I was able to join the team of a great real estate broker. I also have a millionaire offering me the position of CEO in a new financial advising company. Oh, I am so happy to hear that. Every time I hear somebody who I help, that's my payment. Everywhere I go, guys offer me jobs, like the car dealership. The manager was telling me I could make $120,000 a year, all thanks to your business techniques and lessons. It's all about being a prick. Thank you. I hate to say it, but being a prick, that audio, which is at GaryBrodsky.com, I know, yeah, I say it a lot because I have no sponsors on the show. Is used by a lot of Fortune 500 companies on techniques for making money. And I'm so glad they're working out for you, Joel. Continued success, and God bless you, really. This stuff works. That's why I am getting flack. I got a letter from some guy, his kid went off on business on his own, saying, my kid quit school with his alpha attitude, saying he was going to go out and make a fortune. Nastiest letter. 6 months later, hey, my kid made a fortune. Thanks. No tip of gratuity in there. That's okay. The gratuity was that he did it. The attitude is everything, and it's all there at GaryBrodsky.com. Dr. A, how you doing? I'm doing good. Let me tell you something about those dating guru jerk-offs. If you want women, you gotta value yourself. Oh, that's rule number one. Having to act like some fucking kid and show a woman a magic trick has no value for himself. Here's what I don't get. If you don't value yourself, how the fuck is a woman supposed to respect you? That's all I have to say right now. I like this little tagline you put there in. Your brother in the fight to make men men again. Dr. Alpha, please spread the word. Help everybody out there. That's what it's all about. Hey, Gary. Hey, Victoria. I'm a woman, and I was wondering if I would benefit from purchasing the pimp mindset. Victoria, honestly, yes. And I'll tell you why. Because women can, and I'm sure you know this, manipulate men very easily. In fact, more women manipulate men than men manipulate women, which is why you have an entire smorgasbord of guys needing to teach guys, but not so many women knowing or caring to teach women, because women know, hey, I'm a woman, it's easy to get guys. But the pimp mindset shows really the weaknesses and strengths of women and men, and I think you can benefit a lot from that. Because if a woman does it, it's even more powerful. It's just like if a guy doesn't call back a girl. It's got power. But if a girl doesn't call back a guy, I've seen guys fold up like an old beach chair. Okay, covered that one. Now, this thing guy's updated. Now it's actually getting the stuff fast. So for those of you who do not know how to get to me, GaryBrodsky123 at AOL.com. You send the email, I get the question. Any questions? Haha, get it. And I will be coming out with an occult course that's beyond belief, so that you can make a living as an occultist, and one does not conflict with the other. So if you're interested in that, just please let me know. Yes. It's an easy question. Yes. But it's a pretty sad state of affairs, because I'm just going back about 15 years ago. Hey, I met this girl. She's really hot. I'm going out Tuesday night. That was great. Now I get this. I met this girl, and she didn't return my text. It's sad how the dating world is falling apart. It really is quite sad. She didn't return my text. Is that how much of a man you value yourself, or whether a girl texts you back or not? Well, first of all, if you sent text correctly, which is that the texting game on sale at GaryBrodsky.com, you'd never have that problem. I just got a testimonial on that one. Too long to read. But we do live in the world, and texting does exist, and I never understood it. But if you're going to do it right. I'm answering the last question. GaryBrodsky.com, audio programs, the texting game. It works. What I like about texting is one thing. Is you can sit there with your phone and hit 15 girls at one night. If you do it right, you'll get all 15. You're going to have a busy night ahead of you, I can tell you that. Okay, here comes another question. Funny question, okay. New guy, Joe, how are you? Gary, second week in a show, watching your show, Joe. Okay, Joe, let's make it 3 weeks next week. I hope you're enjoying it. Hope getting something across here. Because what are women really looking for? No one knows. But what will they be attracted to is a guy who's alpha, a guy who has self-confidence, a guy who has good posture, and a guy who knows everything that's taught at GaryBrodsky.com. That's just a fact. Fact of life. They don't. You watch the other guys, you'll crack up. And that's how they sound. And what I can do about that? But yeah, I'm just recommending, because if I get any more letters, I don't know if I'll cancel it or what. If I get enough sign-ups, screw it. The Techniques of Charles Manson. Yep. He had 52 girlfriends when he was arrested. That's still, to this day, the ones that aren't in prison, even the ones that are, still in love with him and think about him. What did he do? What techniques? Yeah. Oh, and why am I teaching this stuff? Because it works. I teach what works, not what is theory, speculation, stupidity. That's for the other guys. They got tons of stuff like that. And they charge a hell of a lot more than I do for a hell of a lot less. Oh, no questions, huh? Ungrateful. Yes, time for a cigarette. Oh, yeah. Smoking. A lot of people are not allowed to watch this show because they smoke. Now, that's okay, I understand that. But these people in their 40s and 50s and their parents, their wife or their girlfriend tell them you can't watch Gary's show, he smokes. Isn't that pretty sad how we become so childed in America? Worldwide, perhaps. Helicopter moms. It's just out of hand, and there is not going to be a message come to you in the mailbox. Today you can be alpha and go out and conquer worlds. But I'm telling you right now, you don't need it because you can do it starting from now. Yeah, that's simple. So, okay, Joel is back. Don't mess with Joel, okay? I personally recommended all of Gary's audios, not only his audios on women, but his material on business and wealth. All of them are pure gold, especially his material with Len. Once you internalize the wealth mentality and vibration, nothing can stop you. Joel, I really do appreciate that. Please send it again so I could use it as a testimonial. Because once I get these on here, they're gone. Once I read them. If I don't read them, of course, this would not be a good show. Thank you, Max. And talking about cool, you know, it was funny because since the beginning of time till about 18 years ago, Every guy wanted to be cool. Every guy. And then it just disappeared. Fonzie was cool. Every show had a cool character in there. Welcome Back, Kotter. All the old shows. Now, nobody's cool anymore. Great audio. Gotta recommend it. How to Be Cool, on sale at GaryBrodsky.com. Go to GaryBrodsky.com. There's a drop-down menu audio programs. How to Be Cool. All on sale this week. Next week, I don't know. Sometimes it seems people buying more when they're not on sale. So I explain that. I don't know. But I had it explained to me. Where did the saying, don't kiss and tell, come from? I don't know, but it's a good saying. It is a good saying. I really believe that. Because the more you talk about something, the more, if you accomplish anything, of course some things are hard to hide, but if you kiss and tell, it's just juvenile. Yeah, I've done it to the point where I used to do stand-up comedy. I used to get up there and tell the audience, all the women in the audience, that I banged. And I was kissing and telling, but hey, got laughs, right? And what's really funny is every time a girl goes, I'm never speaking to you again as long as I live. 2 days later, oh, Gary, I miss you. You know, people have this fear, men, that they're going to do something wrong and a woman's going to leave you. They're not going anywhere, okay? That's a fact. They are not going anywhere. Well, I forgot to push this. Okay. Great. Thank you, Jason. Okay. So, yeah, back to what I was saying. I get a lot of letters from women, as you can see here, that the stuff works. Women buy this stuff for their boyfriends because they are so sick to death of these whiny little bitches that at one time were men and can still become men again. And the other guys promote, no, be a whiny little bitch just like me. Yeah, there's so many programs I have coming up. One is the Brooklyn Approach. Hey, how you doing? Hey, darling, get in the fucking car. That worked. In fact, my friend Dan tried. He hosts a Wednesday night show with me sometimes, and he tried on a girl whose name wasn't Darlene, and she got in the car and they had a good night. And the other one is like the wise guy approach and stuff like that. All been studied, all researched. Because women like true badasses. Not the guys who pretend they're badasses by being silly and annoying and probably come with a squirt gun. I mean, no. They want a guy who's a hard, tough guy. And if you don't think that's true, go to any bike club hangout. Be respectful. And see how many women are jumping all over these guys. It doesn't matter what their age is. Stomachs out the hair. They don't care. Why? These guys are alpha and women cannot resist it. Just mentioning that. All right, Max, thank you. Women like a guy who walks into a room and knows how to command it. Act as if. Every program has something in there that you can use after you hear it the same night, the same day. And I seldom, if ever, talk about myself. All these other guys, all they do is talk about themselves. I was this, I was that, I was this, I was that. Hey, you know something? We all start from point A. These guys are still at point A. A minus, okay? But I don't do that. It's like, this technique works. Doesn't matter who you are, it's going to work. That's why that's the whole master thing. It worked for him, it'll work for you. But people are afraid to sign up because, oh, it's bad, right? Well, I'll tell you something. Things that work tend to be a little on the hard edge. The real hard edge. You know, even if you belong to a martial arts school, they don't say, don't punch, hard. Not like Joe Bessa. You know, it's the hard edge is always, for lack of a better term, women like the guy with the hard edge. Somebody who's going to protect them and respect them. Those are the two keys. But how do you get it into their mind? It's all by approach. It's all by how you say it, not really what you say. I could use the worst lines in the world to pick up any girl, and I can give you the best lines in the world, and you'll strike out. But there are some great texts, because texts, again, are impersonal. So if you don't have it, you need it. The texting game at GaryBrodsky.com. Questions? Okay. GaryBrodsky123 at AOL.com. And now it's time for a soda break. And to all the women out there watching, no, you are not getting fat. I just figured I would tell you that. You look great. You're not getting fat. There's no such thing as an ugly guy, and there's no such thing as an ugly woman. Only a lazy guy or a lazy woman. That's a fact. Yeah! And no questions. I can deal with that. Empty. Right? I got in the garbage. If I tried, never happened. So you think about this. Okay, you go out on a date, or you go out to meet women. What's your mindset? Will she like me? Will she not like me? Give her too much power. Will I like her? Won't I like her? Changes the whole game. Right there. Great little piece of advice. Most guys go out there and go, talk to that girl over there. I hope she likes me. I'll never do that. When I go to that girl, I hope I like her. It changes the whole game. Right there is the game changer. Try it next time. Yeah, it works in business, as Joe can tell you. You walk in there, even for a job interview, I hope he likes me and give me the job. Look at that weakness. Or if I like the guy, maybe I'll work for him. When you walk in with that mindset, you change the whole dynamic, because the mindset is everything. And again, I got to say, this is all there at GaryBrodsky.com. I don't see any purchases up here. What's going on with you guys? It's all mindset. And that is the key, knowing how to get your mindset into her mindset. You've got to control the whole game. Because you all know what happens when a woman controls a game on you. You're sitting there like this. Oh, this is not a cell phone. Oh, why doesn't she call me? Oh, why doesn't she call me? Wouldn't you rather have her doing that? And then you see guys, oh, this girl's calling me. Oh, I got to go have this phone call in the corner. Yeah, I told about that too. Can't do all the... Hey, Bo Johnson, all right. Hi, Gary, sorry I'm late. Okay. Just watched one of the greatest movies ever made, Casablanca. Absolutely right. When men were men and did whatever they had to do in business and politics for freedom and for what was right. If I see one more faggot retard with that sick voice, I'm going to punch him in the mouth, track down his parents, and punch them both in the mouth. I've had it with this program shit. You know, you can always count on Bo to have the relaxed. Okay. Can you smoke? This is from Max. Another stogie for me. For you, Max, anything. This is in honor of Max. And as the cigarette burns, Max, his life improves in every manner and every way. Now do a little cold smoking just to even powerize you more. Does it work? Well, you tell me next week, Max. Yeah. So, I'm trying to get comfortable here. I bought like 50 chairs last year. I'm still looking for the right one. And I figured it out. They don't have it. That one used to be the right one, but now I just throw stuff on there. All right. Hey, thanks for the picture. You look great. We'll talk later. Okay. Back to the Gary Brodsky show. I have not missed a show except one when my lights went out. And Stephen Horn did that one. Somehow got lost, and he did a great job. And what you want to build up from a lot of stuff with Stephen Horn is the oxytocin along with the dopamine. And that's on the chemistry of love and sex or something like that. Of course, GaryBrodsky.com. And it's on sale. And if you don't have it, it blows you away. They're all great programs. Hey, Dr. A, how you doing? You didn't know she didn't call back that asshole because he's a fucking schmuck. That's why. A message to all the guys out there struggling with women. Go to GaryBrodsky.com now. Do it or I'll kick your fucking asses, each and every one of you. I'm going here myself. This guy, he means business. You're not here playing around here. Yeah, some kid said, you know, you want me to make your phone bright? I said, sure. This thing's like an LRAD now. Like it's that visual weapon. Every time I read a message, I see a big flash in front of me. Could be the world ending. Now, the world, is it ending? Probably. But until then, the best way to defeat the political correctness, the bullshit, the crap that you've been fed, is to go out, find a girl, and fall in love. Well, fall in lust. Yeah, I know lust is supposed to be bad. Without lust, we wouldn't have kids, okay? Okay. Question from Jason. Gary, why is it when I go out to get women, I am the only one who walks up to them, talks to them, and gets the rest of the guys sit at home and watch the goldfish guy? Thanks, Jason. It's very simple, Jason. I know you. You got the alpha qualities. You know how to talk. You know how to stand. You know what to say. You've listened to every audio I have. That's your answer. If you know what you're doing, it's easy. If a ship sets sail with no course, no direction, no clue where they're going, they don't get anywhere. And the mindset, again, is your destination. What am I going to do here? You know, there's just so many techniques. And so many things that make women, there are things that repulse women. Guys do it all the time. Well, you can get out of that real easy. The Gary Brodsky mindset does not exist yet, but it is all there on each and every one of the audio programs, plus the ebooks, plus the webinars. Well, I'll keep that between you and I, Joel, and thank you so much. Yeah, wow. This is going pretty quick, I think. A lot of women on tonight. Which is good and bad. But if women are watching this show, and women don't get bored and go, oh, turn that guy off, I can't stand his voice, something right is happening. Derek, how you doing? What's your opinion on vasectomies? You had to start, right? You had to start. Say no to the knife, okay? First of all, you don't want somebody cutting your dick. You know, do I sound crazy here or what? There is a cure. There are plenty of birth control methods out there without cutting your dick. It's just, that's my views. You ask my views. And it's one thing about may have heard this before, but during sex is the only time you're truly godlike, because you're doing an act that in itself creates life. Oh, this question I gotta see. Probably not gonna read it, but I gotta see it. Okay, it's populating. It's supposed to go fast. It was. All right. No. Forget that. I'm not even going to repeat that. This is another one of those complainers. Oh, I can't believe you're doing something on Manson. How sick are you? Well, I'm not sick at all. I teach the most powerful techniques that work. And I teach them to people who applied it. And if you go into the military, they teach you how to shoot a goddamn rifle and how to kill it 100 yards. Is it wrong or right? It's how you apply it. That's all. Wow, nice picture. Thanks. Whoa, that's a good one. And part of the Gary Brodsky revolution, I can see that. I don't know if you know about it, but you are part. Okay, let's light another cigarette. I know I have a lot of people to call back, but let me just tell you what my day is like. I have about 5 to 7 hours of consultations. I've got the show. I got to do some working out. I got to eat some food. But I am very happy that people are not only like Joel, for example. People are seeing amazing results. And that's the big thing, is the results. I don't even know half these people. Somebody heard somebody else's audio program. And they actually admitted, somebody else gave me this program to listen to. It's one of yours. And now I got a woman every night. That's not uncommon. So let's get some questions in as we wrap up the show. Gary Brodsky, 123 at AOL.com. Okay, get your questions in. Or, better yet, go to GaryBrodsky.com. Everything's on sale. And buy something. Because in a couple of days, that's coming down. I'm just looking at a message from my web guy. Ah, yes, question here. Hi, earlier in the show, you made the mention of PC feminist males out there. All of them whining about your material. Oh, yeah. Personally, growing up, I was on the receiving end of being played by women. I didn't really care for it. And if you will let them, women will play you. I guarantee it. So why not turn the tables? That's why I love your show and your products. I've said before, and I will say it again, all the PC feminist jerk-off males need to be kicked in the testicles. They don't have any, okay? Each and every one of them. They're all fucking traitors to the male gender and also to the human race. PC is goddamn brainwashing. You're PC, you're brainwashed. You know, it's not politically correct. It is not politically. It's not. You know, you gotta get with the times. What's the times? Playing a video game while jerking off? That's not the times for me, and it ain't the times for you. So thank you, but those guys piss me off as much as they piss you off. You know, I know one guy, he wants to do business together. He goes, my techniques suck, but I have a really wealthy family that put a couple of $1 million behind me. I don't have that luxury, okay? I just have the real shit. You know, old saying, everybody wants to pick up women until they actually see a woman. Well, if you have any fear of anxiety or approach anxiety, it's all covered. I got an audio, how to defeat approach anxiety. And if you take the any of the gold products or the alpha boom ion supplements or even the MK17, women will approach you. There is a way to get anything done And this is about using anything you have to win. This is about winning. It's about winning what you want. You want a woman, you win. You got to know how to play the game and how to set your mind right. Guys are being beaten, browbeaten, horsewhipped into being submissive, whiny babies. And you can't do that and expect to win at anything. Change the mindset, you change the whole game. Use this. It's all up here. Oh, this thing is fast. It's getting emails from tomorrow. All right, last and final call for questions, because we're almost out of soda. That's a big thing. Okay, so the cult question. When you light the bowl of rock salt over the drawings, how fast are the results? They're very fast. We don't want to say that they're really fast, but sometimes I am afraid to do rituals because the results come too fast. And as soon as you've done it, it's like you started driving a car. You feel the movement. And you don't know how far it's going to take you, but it's going to take you. As soon as you've done that, you've started the engine and you are moving in the direction you want to go. How fast you get there, doesn't matter. You're moving. And that's what you want to do, is you want to start moving into something you want. Most people are living lives of things they don't want, and do nothing about it. How many hours a day do men spend playing video games, wasting time, doing absolutely nothing to improve themselves, nothing to change their mindset, and expect some crazy results going to happen to them without doing a goddamn thing? If I went to the gym and did nothing, guess what? No results, but I went. That's not the idea. The idea is you got to do something to get results. You have to get the knowledge and then apply it. GaryBrodsky.com. Get the hell over there. You get a free ebook and an audio just for signing up. No strings attached, nothing. That's how enthusiastic and emphatic I am about this. Question. Love your show and occult DVD. Question about the candle ritual. When the candle burns, what do you do with the last bit of wax and brown paper? How do you dispose of it? Okay, it's sometimes hard to reach me. I throw it in the garbage. It's done. It's over. It's useless. But please email me your phone number. I'm really sorry. I do apologize about this. I didn't think it was going to get like this. But I get 1,000 phone calls a day and 1 million emails. And a lot of them are not, a lot of them are really good. And a lot of them really, you know. But I got 770 emails today. So just email me your phone number or email me Gary question, so you show whatever, and I will email you right back. Because people's names come up on here. And they have like an email like Red Rider 1472. I don't know who the hell that is. You know, sometimes I have over 300 messages on my phone. I was out for a day or two. I got to spend hours listening to this. And I don't mind helping everybody I can. But there are those jerkers that we talk about, they call me all the time. This stuff is too manipulative. You know, manipulative, no, it's too effective. Damn morons. And remember, go to YouTube, Gary Brodsky, and my channel. Thumbs up on everything. Why? Because they're those guys that put thumbs down. There really is a war between men and women right there. And it should not be. Men were made to be with women. That's the whole idea. Nope, they divided you, and if you're divided, you're conquered. That's why you have to fight back. I'm waiting for the last question of the night. So I'll drink some soda. That helps. I am waiting for the last question of the night. And just curious, anybody going to be going to the Manson webinar? Because his techniques surpass everybody's. So why not study that guy? And it's politically incorrect. Shut up. Actually, I never wind up in a fight. Just boom, you don't know what the hell hit you. The Book of the Law. That's scary. I'll put a light cigarette for that one. Who was the alien Aleister Crowley spoke of when he wrote the Book of the Law? Are aliens actually demons? The devil? I go into this is going to take hours to explain. I'll tell you real quick. It's the fallen angels. It's right there in the Bible. And the sons of God found the women of earth fair and took them as wives. That could be a 5-hour speech. But look up the sons of God married to daughters of men. It's all up there on Google. So please email me your questions. Email me your phone number if you want me to call you back. So I'd love to. I love people. I love talking. I love helping, as you can see. And I guess that's pretty much it. Well, we got a few minutes left while I'm smoking. Just remember the message tonight. The mindset is everything. When you're approaching a woman, don't say, oh, I hope she likes me. Say, I hope I like her. It will change the dynamic right there so fast. What do I do to get her to like me? No, what's she going to do to get me to like her? See how it changed the mindset right there? It's how you approach that's going to make all the difference in the world. That's just a very small piece of it, but it's a very big piece. When you walk up to a girl, oh, I hope she likes me. No, you walk up, I hope she, I like her. I'm willing to walk. If you're not willing to walk, and that's on Make Attraction, Break Attraction, great audio program, where else? GaryBrodsky.com. Check it out. Thank you, Max. And on that note, I shall be heading off shortly. But I'm enjoying a cigarette here with a few friends. And I knew it. Can you send me the bush picture? How'd you know? Yeah, I get one a night. That's pretty good. I get more than one, actually. I start a special folder, but I don't give them out. I'm sorry. People who send me pictures, they stay with me. I do not send them out. How do 2 women handle me? Very well. Easy to get 2 women. I'll tell you how to do it. That'll be the last thing on the show. When you first meet women, and there's 2 of them, invite them both back with you. Because they're friends and like to do things together, they're going to say yes. It's that simple. Big problem is, most guys don't take the guts to do that. Anybody who's tried it has had success. They wanted the both of you come back with me. And they're like, yeah, well, what the heck? They have more confidence when they're with each other. They have more adventure when they're with each other. And the odds are good. You'll have 2 with the same effort. You can get 1. You can get 3. I got 33 once. Long story. And that's true. It was some night, to tell you that. Okay. According to this, time to go. Anyway, don't forget to go to GaryBrodsky.com and buy something. That's important to me, okay? because you'll benefit, I'll benefit, and so the girl that you hit on benefit. And I'll see you here all, I guess, next week, if I'm alive, and if I'm not alive, the week after. Little joke there, okay, for those of you who have a sense of humor, which is vastly disappearing from our world. Okay. Last question tonight. Okay. I got your phone number here. I'll send you an email when it's a good time to talk. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I always end on a Gregorian chant, because if you have anything suffering, any problems or whatever, Gregorian chants, and I keep mentioning this, and I will, they're there to heal people before they had all this horrible medication. So listen to them. You will actually feel good. So on that note, bless you all, and I will see you all here next week. And thank you for watching GaryBrodsky.com. Get there now.